All right, this is my daily update for my build and public log. It's February 5th, 2025. This will be a short and sweet update. I don't have a lot to report or show today, unfortunately. So yesterday I showed this chart and I explained how I got everything on the server. I got my Fastify API server up. I got it all behind the VPN, the private network. I have a firewall. So the one thing I mentioned was I was swapping out Redis for Dragonfly DB. And I had mentioned just briefly I broke something. Yeah, that ended up being a huge pain. I was in Docker hell for many hours trying to figure out what was going on, trying to get everything to play nicely, and how I had to drop this in. I had to switch gears and do it a different way. I'm not gonna dive deep into that, but let's say Docker configuration pain. So because this is all containerized, so I managed to get it working, but I got pretty stuck on that, unfortunately. Then I tied up some loose ends, things like the domain and URL and getting all of that working. One thing I realized I forgot to mention was I didn't touch on how this bit works. This is a reverse proxy, and getting all of it to play nice with all the Docker containers. That's what I got stuck on. So. It wasn't like days, but it did suck up a lot of my time yesterday. So, now all of this it's all actually up and running fully. Everything is working. Actually, it's working pretty well because I broke, swapping out Redis. The queue kept running, and it was interesting to see how it reacts if something goes down. It really worked. The queue kept going. And going and going and going, and once this came up, it fired off the agent. Now, obviously, in production, you don't want that, but this isn't production. I'm getting this all stood up. So what's next is I just threw this page up on the internet to get some feedback from some folks a while ago, and the feedback I got was not great. I mean, that's a good thing, but they were yeah, no. So I've pivoted quite a bit. This is all just placeholders. So what I'm doing today in the next day or probably day or two, I'm going to be tearing this apart. I want to get a demo of that first agent I built on here. So you'll be able to actually use it and demo it. So this will be a free demo, live demo. Yeah. You'll click this and you'll actually be able to demo this. And get this into a better MVP state. There's still a lot more to do. I'll have to do this part. Obviously, you're going to have to be able to log in to get an API key and whatnot. So a lot more to come on this, but I think I'm at a point now where I can pivot back here, let people try it out, because I want people to be able to try this out and give me feedback. I got some feedback yesterday. I didn't quite understand what options they want, but I need to understand these things. So I want as many eyeballs on this as possible. So, that's what's next. So let's jump into the comments. All right, just one comment today. Awesome content and business idea. I had the same idea. I know a data center that's new and is really cheap. They're a Bitcoin miner and already have their power baxed. They take miners and redeploy them. Okay. Thank you. I don't do anything with crypto, and that's a story for another day. I used to, but it was a very long time ago. Yeah, okay, fuck it. So on to my random story for the day. Why don't I like crypto? I don't like crypto because, so back in 2010, 2011, I learned of this new thing and I started telling everybody, about this weird thing called Bitcoin. And everyone thought it was crazy and weird, and this was some weird bullshit scammy thing. And I kept talking about it to everyone, and I tried to get a group of people to invest. And I even tried to get like, hey, I was like, let's all pull our money together. Well, if we all spend a few $1,000s, because I was pretty young, and a few $1,000s was a lot to us all back then. And I was like, if we all invest in this thing, I really think we can make money. One person listened to me, was interested, but the other people were like, I don't get it. I think this is nonsense. I owned Bitcoin, like multiple Bitcoins back in the day. Not millions, maybe under a million worth, but I sold it all. Long, long, long time ago. Like I sold it all more than 10 years ago. And so I saw the vision. I'm very good at seeing what's ahead, and I think I'd be a great VC, to be honest. That, I think, really, venture capitalist, that's what I really think I should do. But I told everyone about that. When Ethereum dropped, I knew that was going to be a hot thing, and I told some friends, and I had millions, like multi-million, like $5 million worth when it first launched. I paid two something for it, $2, and I didn't. I saw that it was a thing, but I didn't think it was going to keep being a thing and having the legs that it did. So I sold. I sold it all, and I made thousands of dollars, and like took a trip to Hawaii. I was like, "What suckers? Like this thing is so useless." Uh, that's why I'm in the financial situation I'm in, trying to do the business. Because I didn't save any of my crypto. I sold it all for just thousands of dollars in profit. And now I made like I thought I was so smart because I made, think about it from my point of view. I made like I quadrupled my money or something like crazy. It was a lot of money. It's like these are crazy returns. This is just too good to be true. And I wish I held on to just some of it. And when the Dogecoin thing came back and suddenly that resurged, when that first came around, I told a bunch of coworkers, guys, buy this Dogecoin. This is going to be big one day. And one guy did. And when the Dogecoin stuff came back a couple of years ago, really into popularity, uh, I was like, God damn it! What happened to that Dogecoin? Maybe I could get some money from crypto in the end. And the place I stored my coin at was like hacked and was defunct long ago. It just didn't exist. They stole everyone's coins and it's just long gone. And like this guy I worked with that I convinced to buy, he emailed me out of the blue. Didn't talk to this guy for a decade, and he's like, "Do you still have that Dogecoin?" He's like, "Thank you so much for telling me to buy that. Me and my family have like over $10,000 now, like because I kept it all this time. You were fucking right. Of course I was right." It's like he's like, "Do you have it?" No, I don't have it anymore. It's long gone. I don't want to talk about it. He's like, "Oh, that's a bummer." And I told the guy, I was like, "Sell it now. This is the peak. If you're telling me, here's the rule, guys. Listen very carefully. If you're taking a screenshot or you're bragging or you're telling people how much you have, it's time to fucking sell. Like, trust me, I have made this mistake many times. When you're messaging people out of the blue, I have this money. Sell. Goddamn sell. Don't be greedy. Greedy is how you lose your money." So, anyways, that's why I don't like crypto. I was way ahead of the curve, way, way, way ahead before the hype. So, it's a bell curve. It is all technologies go through this. It's a bell curve. So I have always been on the this side, and there's reasons why, and maybe that's a story for another day, but there's a good reason why I'm always kind of ahead of everybody. There's several good reasons. Story for another day. I'm usually like here. And sometimes if it's something I'm like blah about, like VR, I was like here. So I was like, whatever. I don't play video games, so whatever. So I was like here for VR, I would say. Bitcoin, I was like over here, man. I was like, in like 2011, 2010, I was over here. Why I want to bring this up is I think for AI we're here still. I really do, especially for like the AI agent stuff. I really think we're here, And if you are watching this right now, you're over here, y'all. Like, good job. Like, don't be here. These are the people who are gonna like, why did I lose my job? Like, why why is my company failing? Because we are not keeping up in the market. Don't be over here. Don't even be here. Honestly, I think for AI agents, we're even probably somewhere over here. So, if, like I said, if you're watching AI content, you're trying to learn how to build AI agents and stuff. Don't worry, you're still okay. A year from now it might be different, but you're in this region. Let's put it that way. But yeah, the crypto thing, it's a sore subject. It makes me upset. I really fucked up. So, anyways, that's all I got for today. See you tomorrow.